My name is TJ Gamble, and this is Brewzle. But what does it actually take to get one of these in the state of Alabama?
So all told, we spent about $400, but this is what we got.
That's a good whiskey. There's a lot going on there. All right, we are live. The freaking intro worked. Like, what kind of day is this? It has been a long day. Very, very long day. Very long, stressful day. So I'm glad to be here hanging out with you fine folks. Having a few pours. This particular bottle right here takes up a lot of space on the shelf, and it's getting close to empty. So it's time for it to go. It's getting low.
It is getting
It's got to go. Those are the rules. I don't make them. I did make all the rules, but still, it's getting low. It's got to go. So we are not going to finish it this evening. There's still quite a bit in there.
Oh no!
But this is going to be a point of focus until she's gone.
She's a very pretty bottle.
It's a beautiful bottle. It's not a great bottle as far as like efficiency goes, but very nice looking. All right. Love seeing Jill in the house.
Hi.
She put a lot of work in today to get here.
I sure did.
She took a little field trip.
I did take a field trip. It was worth it.
Swanee's my first pour. Brewzle, should I do Penelope Toasted or Eagle Rare? Ooh, I'd probably start with the Eagle Rare. I think that's an easy one to just kind of get the evening started right. Speaking of this evening, I don't have a ton planned. I do have a 5-bottle wheated blind I want to do. I tried to pick a bunch of moderately available, some of them may be regionally distributed, but nothing highly allocated. And about 100 to, 100-ish proof, like maybe 90 to 105 or something like that. Going to do a little blind there. I've got a few bottles over there that we haven't tried that I would like to try first time live on camera, going hot. So we're going to have a little bit of a good time here. Might be a little bit shorter than normal stream. Do have a lot to do tomorrow, but at the end of this, as usual on these streams, I'm going to jump over into the supporter chat in Discord and hang out for a little while longer. Why is it Jill sharing that bottle? Would you like your own pour? She'll probably just drink mine.
Yeah, I'll just drink a tad bit of yours.
While you're doing that, enjoy it. It smells fantastic. I got to hit my Z-Biotics because I do have a lot of stuff to do in the morning.
Man, that does smell good.
Doc Swinson's 5-year Cody's got. Nice. Sagamore 10-year. Yeah, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all are drinking this evening. San Antonio in the house. First time on the live. Got a little McKenna 10-year bottled in bond. What do you think?
That's really good.
It has not oxidized?
I don't think
That's
so.
what we worry about. I worry about anyway, because this thing's been open for
maybe a little
couple of years, at least, I think. I don't know exactly what year birthday bourbon that is, but it's been open for a little while, and it's been low for a lot of that time. And so once they have that much oxygen on them, they tend to oxidize. They don't go bad. The flavors are not as crisp and sharp as they used to be.
I'd say that might be happening.
Dennis is asking about the building. Let me have a little pour here, and we'll talk about the building.
It's only 96 proof.
Yeah, I would definitely say that's oxidized. It's still really good whiskey.
It is really good.
But it's just a little dry. I can't even swallow. Little drier, a little more harsh on the palate than I would have expected from an Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. But as far as the building goes, really slow progress. We've got the wood, all the rot has been taken out and all the wood structure replaced on the roof. Still have not put the actual roof on yet.
It's still
we are working on getting the paint off the outside. We had some professionals come in and there were some complexities and some issues, and they weren't able to make a lot of progress either. They're hoping to come back next week, but, so there'll be no roof. The paint's still on the outside of the building for the festival, but it is what it is.
You can still come by and see it.
You can still come by and see it Saturday morning, but it ain't gonna be as much to look at as I had hoped. I'd hoped to have the roof and all the paint off the outside of it. That was the goal by the festival, and I have failed on both of those goals. As often is the case, I have too lofty.
You haven't failed.
I have too lofty of expectations. Well, that was a deadline. We didn't get it done. It's fine. No, there are no stakes to it. Ooh, Ryan's got some J-Rock Old Soul.
Hey, Kyle.
I saw some folks saying that their Brewzle drop was starting to roll in. Y'all let me know your thoughts on those. Let me know what bottle you got. Let me know your thoughts on it. there's a few in that drop. I'm really excited to start seeing what people think of them.
Hey, Brandon and Mary. Can't wait to see y'all this weekend either. That's going to be awesome.
Are there any bars here with William LaRue pours? Your best bet's going to be the Hound, and I doubt if they're going to have William LaRue on the bar.
They might.
I have been where they had like CYPB and stuff like that, but they might.
What about the new place downtown? Piedmont? Does it have
I don't know
bourbon?
anything about it. I think it is a decent-sized bourbon bar, but I haven't been, so not sure. Matt Carter doing my part, $20 per square inch. We will have all of the staves. I think all the staves are done. I think every one of them.
Really?
I think every stave that has been bought is completed.
Good job,
and
Bradley.
We're going to move those. Most of them are in the garage right now. We're going to have those laid out on the floor at the distillery Saturday morning for folks to just walk by and see as well. So he has been working hard on those. We got a few new bottles here. This one is Dream Spirits. I think this is Prob's brand out of DC. This is 8-year-old MGP.
Is that a glass?
Yes, that is a glass. It's got like a little
it's
rubber stopper in there to kind of seal it up, but yes.
Wow. Now, okay, that's cool.
It's hard to get off though.
Yeah, it really
it's
is.
really frustrating.
Okay. I may let you do that.
That's how you were doing it right. You gotta put your fingers on it here and just kind of push up one side like that and then pop it out.
Wow.
But full glass stopper.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
There's a couple of bottles back there like that, but not many.
Oh, okay.
Not many. Because back in the day, if you got a really nice crystal decanter, it would come with like a very precision glass topper.
They don't make things like
This is not, still has that little bit of silicone or rubber or whatever it is. This one is a pick by Roland, it says Roland Reserve.
I think, hey, Henry.
Melvin says he's loving the Starlight. Nice. 7-year cash strength makers. That's awesome. Brian says thank you and the team, and of course appreciate the new tier level. Nice, Brian. Glad you were able to upgrade.
I am behind. I did not know that happened.
What?
New tier levels?
Well, it's not a new level, I don't think. It's just like we've allowed
Opened some up.
We've opened some up, I believe.
I just remember that was a question last
I didn't know it had been done yet. We're so bogged down into freaking festival
land.
I didn't know that had happened. This smells fantastic. Now, I like 95.5 MGP, which I assume this is. Doesn't say the mash bill, just says Indiana Rye. I don't think it says a mash bill. But it is 8-year-old. Now, the MGP Ryes I've had thus far, I like them at lower proof. So like the Bullet 12 at the lower proof. I've tried some cask strength. They've been good, but not as good as the lower proof. This one actually smells better than the 12-year cask strengths I've tried, I believe, from memory. My goodness. I like these like darker cola ryes, and I don't think I've ever had that with an MGP. Like that has to be a double barrel of some sort. Like they had to do something to it to get those flavors. Really nice.
Because that's almost like a cherry cola.
It is very cherry cola with a little bit of a rye spice to it. Yep. Did I see Sagamore's releasing a bourbon? I haven't seen the Sagamore bourbon, but interesting. I mean, makes sense, right? Same process. Jason Martin, that 18-barrel blend is awesome. Nice. There's lots of it. So it should be around for a while.
Wow.
You like that?
I'm not sure I love the...
Well, you're not a rye lover, though. Right?
Yeah.
But you like the cherry cola.
Yeah, I like the cherry cola part. I don't know if I like the rye. And sometimes, I don't know. I think it is the rye on that one I don't like.
Yeah. I think it's really nice. I like that a lot. Oof. Man, that's a good start right there. Birthday bourbon to that.
Actually, I do like the finish on that. It finishes very
Christian said, I bought a bottle of 12-year Bullet based on my recommendations, and it was great. And so if you like that, though, you're going to like Ryes, right? Because it is a very, I had someone here the other day trying a bunch of stuff, and they said, I like Ryes. I let them try the Bullet. They didn't like it at all. So I was like, yeah, maybe you don't like Ryes. What they liked was a high rye bourbon or a very, very bourbon-friendly rye, not something that was like a proper rye. I would put this in that bourbon-friendly rye category. bourbon drinker friendly rye. It's not friendly to bourbon. This may be it may be very mean to all the bourbons it encounters. I don't know. Thought about doing a segment at an AU home game. What kind of segment would we do, Mark? I'm down. I don't know what that would look like, but that would be fun. Is 60-80 for Starlight a good price? Depends on the Starlight, but yeah, that's what I see a lot of them go for. Let's see, Carson, I'm a beer guy. You came to Minnesota, and now I'm a fan. Want to try a bourbon? Where do I start? I would start with low proof stuff. That's usually easier to get into. Buffalo Trace distillate seems to be where most people get their start and kind of tiptoe into it. But if you're a big beer guy, it depends on what you like, right? If you're into IPAs, those are bitter and really strongly flavored to my palate. Do you like the more German style with the higher malt stuff? You may want to lean that. To be safe, I would say start with a bottle of Buffalo Trace or Eagle Rare if you can get it. A little harder to get that one, or something like the Benchmark, Benchmark Bonded, something like that. Probably, it's just those don't have a lot of strong flavors, and you can just find out, do you like the bourbon category in general? Those are just like good sweet forward bourbons, and then you can kind of go down the rabbit hole. There's a lot of rabbit holes if you find a flavor you like from there. Let's see. JD is easy for non-rye people. The JD ryes are fantastic. Have I tried the Castle and Key Experimental Rye? I think I've got it over there. I think we tried it the other day. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's sitting over there. I don't remember exactly what I thought of it, but we did try it. 1792, actually, yeah, that's a good, not Buffalo Trace, right? But that is a good suggestion as well. I would say any of the 1792. I wouldn't say jump into high proof, right, like full proof, but any of the other ones. Maxwell, the SL VDN pick is my first VDN bottle, and it's great. So the Starlight VDN bottle from the last drop. This one was much more orange forward. The last one was very chocolate orange. This one had just a subtle chocolate note, but it was, you really got to dig for it. So a lot of the other VDNs are going to be different. I would say this one leans a little more like the Valencia in that it's more orange with not as much of that kind of malty chocolate, but obviously with the higher proof makes it stand out. Steve, I have an Eagle Rare and I don't like it at all. My dad has one and it's the best bourbon I've ever had. Do you think it's worth buying one more to decide? Absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that if you didn't like it, like maybe you just got a bad one. I know they used to be single barrels, and someone told me they dropped the single barrel from the label, but someone told me they're still single barrel-ish, and I don't know what that means. That's a very weird thing to unpack. There's probably no truth to that at all, but try a different one. If you've tried two, then maybe you just had a bad one, or maybe he has an exceptional one. I don't know anybody that's into bourbon that just hates Eagle Rare, though. Josh going to be at Brewzle Fest. So this is the last week. We are leading up to Brewzle Fest. It happens this Saturday. That's one of the reasons it's been a very busy week so far. Lots going on. Right now, it seems like everything's on track. Right?
I hope so.
I mean, there's no...
I'm on track with my duties.
It seems like everything's on track.
I have checked all my boxes that I needed to check by today. Checked.
Okay.
Well, I got one more left to do.
But there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do.
But I think we're on schedule.
But there's no major disaster right now. So, looking good.
It's going to be a good day.
I think it's going to be fun. If you want to come join us, grab tickets. It's going to be big.
Are we selling tickets at the gate too?
I believe so. Yeah. Okay. We'd rather you buy them ahead of time.
Right.
But
I was just wondering.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a question on some people's minds.
Yes.
It was mine.
Well, that's why you have to get the tablet.
Right. That's my last job.
Buy tickets.
Yeah.
At the gate if you need
Wherever it is, and I need that before we leave this room tonight. Don't let me forget.
It's over there in the corner.
Okay.
It needs to be charged. Needs to be charged. Don't do it. What? Don't do what? What did I not do?
do what?
What was I going to do?
I don't know.
But, he's talking about jinxing it, I think. Probably. I shouldn't have said it. But all whiskey is being ordered through the ABC. That was the big thing that we were in a pinch. Right now, I cannot promise anything. Do not be mad at me. I did not promise this. But it looks like, as of right now, it looks like the new Oak Barrel Cask Strength will be there for sale.
Yay!
It looks like. They're going to have to literally drive it in to get it here in time. But it is getting bottled tomorrow, supposedly, or Wednesday morning. So tomorrow afternoon, Wednesday morning. And then they are going to drive those bottles straight in. So it does look like it.
We can't guarantee it, but maybe.
Uncle Bubba's asking about Matt Crittenton. Is he still going to be there? So Matt Crittenton has shut down his distillery operations for a little while. He said end of October, I believe, in his social media post, to deal with some partnership disputes at the distillery. He has not responded. He is supposed to be there, but given the current circumstances, I assume he will not be. So that's the assumption we are moving forward with, because we have not heard back from him in our messages to try to get clarification. So, my local ABC has a Cream of Kentucky. It depends. I've got a Cream of Kentucky 13-year over there that I just didn't care anything for. Like, I didn't even think about it. It's been sitting on the shelf for probably 3 years. I went back to it the other day and grabbed it, and I was like, why have I been sleeping on this? Because it was freaking fantastic. So I guess it depends on the release from them, but that 13-year I've got over there is wonderful. And I think I've got a cask strength from them somewhere, but I'm not sure if I've tried that yet. So the Cream of Kentucky stuff I've had has been really good. DXNNIIS. Oh, I actually skipped one. I'll come back to the other one. Have you tried the Jack Daniel's Toasted Barrel? Yes, we tried it on the last stream. I've tried it a couple of times. It's the blue label.
Oh, the blue one.
You know what? When I first tried it, I liked it, but I was like, I just don't love this. Like, the first try, I was like, it's okay. And then we tried it on the stream, and I liked it a little better. And then someone was here Friday, and we tried it again. I was like, daggum, this thing's really starting to grow on me. So it gets better every time I try it.
Okay.
I'm getting more vanilla notes. Like, up front, when I first opened it, the toasted barrel came through a little strong for me. And now that it's sit with a little oxygen on it for a couple of weeks, it's much more vanilla, and the oak is kind of, softened on it. So, like, right now,
good.
I'm really liking it. Yeah. For MSRP. I wouldn't go chase some secondary value on it, but for MSRP, I'm liking it right now. Let's see, what's the one I skipped? Josh, yeah. They changed it because sometimes two barrels will be mixed in one bottle, so they couldn't say it was single barrel. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's still single barrel-ish because of the way they dump it. But, once you drop that label, they technically could do anything they want. They could blend them. They could be batching them. Like, that was the story I was told around Eagle Rare, is that sometimes they might get commingled a little bit, entangled. As Jada Pinkett Smith would put it, they might get entangled, and but once they drop the label, like, is that still the case? Did that change? I don't know. Was that not, you didn't like that joke? No, why not? We can't make fun of Jada Pinkett Smith.
You can say whatever you would like to say. This is your channel. You can say whatever. I choose to not say things.
Okay. Tyler, sipping on Penelope Estate 10-year and your Old Dom straight wheat pick, and it's Utazimo.
Utazimo.
That's old school right there.
I almost had to think about that one. I was like, what?
Oh, that's good. I wished you could make it as well. Looks like we got Oak and Agave is going to be there. Jason's wife is a Jack and Coke gal. She hates bourbon. What would be a good introductory bourbon? She had low proof and still hates it, but she's still waiting to sip all the new bottles I try. Have you tried just Jack Daniels? She likes Jack and Coke. Maybe just Jack Daniels? Or maybe do Jack and Coke, and every time she has one, put less Coke in it. It's like, it did like Charlie Sheen, you know, they started making his drugs less and less potent. That's how they weaned him off of it. You make her Jack and Cokes more and more potent to wean her onto it. I think that would work.
Oh.
Is a Willet 8-year bourbon worth $235? Willet 8-year purple top? Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably. Jill's gonna start cooking YouTube.
Oh my goodness, a cooking YouTube channel, Cooking with Bourbon.
Caleb says the Wild Turkey 8 years amazing. I prefer it over E.H. Taylor. Bring on the hate. I'm not gonna hate you for that, my friend. I don't think that's like a controversial statement. I mean, maybe not everybody would like that, but I don't think it's controversial. I'm hearing a little echo from the speakers over there, so I'm gonna try to turn this computer down real quick. So hopefully this doesn't mess up y'all's volume. But now I don't hear the echo.
It's going to be loud for a second.
Oh, it'll be okay. I have not tried the preservation wheat. I do have a preservation single barrel, not the wheated. All right, we got more new bottles to try here. Let's keep the roll going. Another rye.
Cooking with Coy Hill.
Cooking with Coy. Kennay Farms Rye Whiskey. Kennay. Rye whiskey right there.
You're on a rye train tonight, aren't you?
Random.
You sure?
I just grabbed new bottles that I thought would be worth trying, and it's a little random. In full disclosure, I did have a little sip of that
So apparently the rye.
beforehand.
All the ryes. Try the ryes.
Well, I mean, I've been buying more rye, so the odds of them showing up in a random bottle grab are higher than they used to be.
What is that?
What is what?
That little green.
It's like wax with some sort of emblem on it. And it's like, is it like this guy's like yelling? I don't know. It's weird.
I know.
Cork pop. Oh my God.
That was 8 years old?
Yeah, 8 year. It's really nice.
Wow.
All right, let's try this. Now, is this, I don't know, this is giving one of those like farm to bottle. It's Kennay Farms. I can't read this. Contrast is not there. I've got focus and no contrast. Straight rye whiskey cask strength. So I like that. No age statement. Locally grown, family owned. It's got words on the back. Let's give her a shot. I hope she's good.
Matt Carter says that you have enough bourbon that I could make all the bourbon balls and baked goods and sell them at the festival next year.
We are in VIP having some barbecue meatballs.
We are.
Bourbon barbecue meatballs.
If you're fortunate enough to be in the VIP area, you can have a chance to get some of those.
Ooh, this smells good.
We had a little sneak peek of them. They are delicious. They're really good. We need Jill to join Will on the Mixed Up channel.
I agree. He's
No.
here Wednesday. You film with him.
Oh, absolutely.
You film with him. This would be hilarious.
You know how I feel about that. Mama Jill is, no. Mama Jill's not going to be on there.
This rye has a lot I like, and there's something there I don't. And I'm gonna give it a second, go back to it. But there's just something there that keeps it from being just a home run. Alejandro tried Weller Full Proof and it was too heavy. Okay. Bourbon's heavy in general, but you know, obviously 114 proof can be pretty heavy. Any teasers on the next drop? Honestly, we've had so much going on, I forget what's in the next drop. It's a good one. I remember that, but I forget. It's a big drop.
This is so weird.
You like this one?
I like this one.
Okay. That's why I'm going back to it, make sure it just wasn't me. It's similar. It's got like a dark sweetness to it.
It's deeper. It's like more.
It smells fantastic.
More complexity to it. I like that one.
There's just a little.
I like it.
I know what it is. Going back to it, right there
There's
on the mid palate finish. Well, the mint's good. It's a little bit of like barrel char, like toasted barrel note through the mid palate that I'm not a huge fan of.
Ooh, I like
toasted
that.
barrels have a kind of mixed reaction. I bet you if you found a single barrel of that though that didn't have that extra barrel impact, it would be
Where's
fantastic.
this one from?
Don't know.
Because I like that one. And it's a rye too, right?
We need an infinity barrel dump.
Oh, in Illinois. Rochelle, Illinois?
Stick around for a little while, we'll do that. We'll do an infinity barrel dump. I got my phone charging, I'm gonna have to go get it. It's a mess in there.
It's a mess in
But that's
there.
fine. It's a mess because we're going through and pulling stuff out for the festival and things, but
Yep.
we haven't done a barrel dump in a while, and unfortunately, this is probably gonna be the last live stream for a little while.
For a little bit.
Because next week I've got the whole team in. We're doing the festival and then having team meetings, and then after that we're gone for all of October and most of November. So it might be late November before I stream again. Maybe. I can't promise that. Next one right here, we got a little Whiskey Acres Blue Popcorn.
Blue popcorn.
Now this is another one of those farm to glass type of things, but I've had some of their stuff. I haven't had anything from them that like really resonated with my palate. I thought I had a pocket knife here. Did I lose it? Did I drop it? Is it gone? No, it's inside my wallet. That's
How
what
did
you
it get
putting
inside your wallet?
Well, I put my wallet in my front pocket, and it's now inside the wallet. But like I said, I haven't had anything, and I was up in Chicago, I believe, or in that area, and I asked someone, what they thought the best thing was that these folks made, and story goes as I remember, somebody really liked this.
Yes, the blue popcorn.
And so we are going to try the blue popcorn.
Someone said, what happened to Seth Detling not coming?
Huh? He's
Steve.
coming, I think.
Yeah, I think what happened to him not coming. So he wasn't coming and now he is coming?
Oh, I don't know.
Or he's always been, I don't know.
I think he's not, I don't think he's pouring, but he'll be there.
Okay.
Supposedly.
Gotcha.
We should do staves for folks to take home. Yeah, we're not going to have time. It took Monroe months to make all these staves.
But they look awesome.
At some point, we will sell staves to be shipped to you, but just not yet.
Will that be after we get the ceiling full or before?
Well, I don't think the ceiling's going to get full. We got a lot of ceiling.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is do all these, and then we're gonna put blank ones up there. And then in the future, if anybody buys one, we take the blank one down and engrave it and put it back up, right? So we'll have a full ceiling.
Cool. So
they just won't all be engraved until, and then you'll be able to
will all
buy
the
one.
engraved ones be at the same area, or you space them out?
No, they'll be all in the same area because we're going to
They're numbered.
They're numbered, and they're not going to be in order exactly because they're all different sizes, and we got to kind of like work them like bricks. But it'll be in the general area. So if you're number one, you'll know roughly where your stave's at, so you can find it. And then, Uncle Nate's are all in the bathroom, in the women's room, so he can't even see them. All right, so like a lot of the Whiskey Acres stuff, this has a little dustiness to it, and some people are really into that kind of funky dustiness. I had some folks here this weekend. Everything I gave them that was kind of funky and dusty, they absolutely loved. It's not a note I'm typically looking for, but it's there.
Monroe has things to do. Yes, he keeps Monroe very busy.
It is good though. It's very craft with that kind of funky dustiness. It's more funk than dust on this one.
Ooh.
But there's definitely a funkiness to it. Monroe's got a lot of things to do.
Ooh.
Oof.
I'm not a fan of the nose on that one.
Did you ever crack the popcorn Sutton? Yes, it's sitting right back there. From memory, pretty good. Not wildly exceptional, but good whiskey. If you're I think for the price, it wasn't terribly bad, but I forget what the price was. It wasn't super expensive. Doing all right, jack of all trades. What do you think?
Not my fave, but it's better than I thought it would be from the nose. But it's not my favorite.
Yeah, it definitely has that funkiness to it. Robert says, wife and I have been looking 3 times daily for your Bardstown, Kentucky Bourbon Festival video. Do you have one coming? No, I was not at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival this year.
Seth
was. The Bourbon Festival in general it's huge. It was a lot of fun all the times we went. It gets bigger each year. From what I hear this year, them not having it the same weekend as Bourbon and Beyond, because normally you've got the big music festival. A lot of people go to that, and then a lot of people go to KBF. This year, them being on different weekends meant the Kentucky Bourbon Festival was even bigger. And so it was just even more lines, even more chaos. It honestly sounded like it was a little over the top intense. So I, might be glad I didn't go. I might not be. Might have missed out.
We were way too busy to go though.
We were. That's really the problem. Is our festival. That's the reason I didn't go. Just our festival coming up. Way too much going on. This thing have a pull tab here. Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it. Josh Gamble asked, can he bring DP0 or will there be some in the VIP? We will definitely have DP0
In the VIP.
in the VIP. It will be there.
But you can bring your own if you want to.
Yeah.
If you want your own private, personal, family reserve of DPZ.
I wonder how many people.
Oppidan 4-year right here. 4 grain, excuse me. Oppidan 4 grain.
4 grain.
Yep. Is that Oppidan? 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 Oppidan?
I don't know.
You down with OPP? IDAN? You know me.
I do know you. I know you.
Oh, Josh, I missed his super chat there. Have you seen they're releasing a Sazerac 125 proof? Is this like the baby Sazerac or the BTAC Sazerac? So it's like barrel proof baby Saz? Because that would be cool. Although the Sazerac Rye is not my favorite. Next distillery for their next video for the distillery update. We've been filming it. My hope was to get the roof done and the brick cleaned off, which I thought would be done this week. So I thought we would be done and we would end that video at the festival of the distillery update, of the distillery tour that we're doing that morning. Those things haven't happened. The roofing company is behind on that, and we had some issues with the folks coming to get the paint off the brick. So we'll wait, probably if things go as planned, another week or two, those things will be done. And then we can, the problem is after that, I'm gone for 2 months. If it doesn't happen in the next 2 weeks, then I don't have anything. I'll just have Monroe film it with his phone, and that'll end the video, I guess. I don't know. Or I'll have to wait till I get back, and that video will be December or January. All right. Did anyone win that old Dominic police car? That will be announced at the festival.
Somebody will take it home,
Somebody will take
hopefully.
it. Well, I mean, they may not. You don't have to be there,
Right,
so they
you
may
don't
not
have to
take
be
it
there.
home with them. But
if they are there.
it will be announced on Saturday.
Saturday.
Tyler liked that Starlight VDN as well. Also a Utazimo.
When is it going to be announced? Is it like at the end of the festival or?
I don't know.
We don't know
I don't know
yet.
if they've set a time. Maybe the team set a time for that. I don't think it should be at the end because a lot of people will be gone at the end. So probably middle, like in the throes, we will announce it. All right, so this is a very light, now 4 grains are often that way. Light, sweet, forward bourbons. It has just a little bit, I think that's youthfulness maybe. It's a little youthful, kind of a little bit of a harshness on the throat, but good. I mean, it doesn't have like some really strong defining characteristic I can explain other than pretty good whiskey. I think it needs to be older though. I mean, if it was aged up north, which I think this is from like the Chicago area, I think most of the ones we've had were from that Chicago trip. That could be it. It could be, plenty of age on it. It could just been aged up north and didn't get quite those same years that Kentucky would, but overall good, just not descriptive enough for me to go back to in this selection, right? Like there's no reason for me to pull that off the shelf.
Which one did I liked this one?
You like the Kennay Farms.
Kennay Farms.
All right, slide that out of the way. We've got a blind. It is blind time.
Blind time.
Let's do a blind. I'm going to grab these blind bottles. I'm going to pass them to you. And then I'm going to grab that popcorn Sutton, make a little pour of that. I'll do a review of the popcorn Sutton off camera while I'll keep them entertained.
You entertain them.
While you're doing it. Now, I went through and I grabbed wheaters. I limited myself to 5, and I've got a lot more wheaters. The problem is some of the wheaters I wanted in this, I don't have. I don't have a low proof
What, you don't have something?
Green River. Well, I mean, we've poured some of them in the Infinity barrel. We've drank some of them. We've given some away. But I don't have a Green River wheated except for the cask strength. I don't have a Ben Holiday wheated except for the cask strength. Like, those are the ones we keep, and we're like, we don't need these lower proof ones.
Yeah. And
now I need the lower proof ones. But we're going to start with Penelope wheated, and this thing checks in at 85, that's 95? 95 proof, I believe is here. Yeah, 95 proof. This one is kind of funky. I think I'll be able to pick that one out of this lineup, but who knows? Next, we've got Southern Star, and this one's going to be 100 proof, the Paragon. I don't think this is make sure this is not a single barrel. I think this is their actual stuff. Next is one I'm really excited to see how it does in this blind. It is, what's the proof on that? Lord, they don't make it easy to read. 92 proof, Fiddler wheated right here. Again,
it looks dark.
This one should be able to get just about anywhere. Well, this one's double oaked. Should be able to get this just about anywhere. This one's regionally distributed, but available. This one's regionally distributed, but you can get them. The next one is the Bardstown wheated.
Bardstown.
And it is 106 proof. So this is going to be the highest proof one, I think, out of the batch. And then the next one's going to be Redwood Empire, Screaming Titan. And I think the proof on this one's 96 proof. So this one has an advantage in that it's a higher proof. This one has maybe an advantage or disadvantage with it being double oaked. So this will be fun to see. Let me get my popcorn Sutton, give it a little try. How overrated the Penelope wheated is. I mean, I do think going into this, I think the Penelope wheated is the worst of this bunch. I do think for the price, though, it's also probably one of the cheapest. Like, the only thing that might compete price-wise is this one. Like, this is a pretty inexpensive bottle when you can find it. So I think for the price, it's pretty good, but it shouldn't be hyped. Like, I think, for 30, 35 bucks, that's pretty good. If I remember, that's what that costs. But sometimes I forget. Lots of bottles, lots of prices. But for the price, it's good. But yeah, if anybody's like hyping Penelope wheated, that might be a little much. All right, this is my popcorn Sutton bottle right here.
Popcorn Sutton.
I'm gonna just slide that right there for y'all to look at while I'm
and my job.
Mike Zilla's calling it Bardstown, Fiddler, Redwood, Southern Star, Penelope. Interesting. I don't think that's a wrong guess, but I also think, my only guess is that I think the Penelope will come in last. I think the Fiddler will do really well. I think the Bardstown will do really well. So my guess would be Penelope at the end, those two up top, and then the Redwood and the Southern somewhere in the middle. That's just based on memory. But it's been a long time since I've tried these bottles, and I haven't drank very much of them. So, all right, Jill, I'm out of the room. I'm gonna leave the door open to make sure my mic works, but I'm not gonna be peeking. I'll move on over here. All right, so I got my popcorn Sutton. Ooh, got my phone here. Somebody see who's been texting me.
These are so
all right,
hard.
so it's popcorn Sutton. Smelling it just smells like good whiskey. Vanilla, caramel forward. Not super old. On the palate, it's that little nuttiness on the mid palate, but it's just it's just bourbon, It's not anything crazy or wild or over the top. It's just vanilla forward bourbon with a little bit of nuttiness, and not like a really strong, like defined vanilla. Kind of that watered down, typical bourbon vanilla you get on a lot of lower proof stuff. So not something over the top, unusual, or distinctive. And that's what I'm looking for most of the time. And that's what I try to tell a lot of these distilleries that we, review their stuff. And it's not that their stuff's bad. We go through a lot of pretty good bourbon. And if you're just buying it and want to pour, it'll do the job. But for content creators, like it's much easier to talk about something if it has a really strong defining characteristic, especially one that's good or that we really like. And so that just makes it easier to talk about. It makes it more likely I'm going to grab it off the shelf when somebody says something. Like when I give somebody a bottle, you know, or a pour, and they give some feedback, it's more likely I'm going to go to those kind of strongly flavored things. You know, this one's got a bubblegum note, or this one's got a lot of rye spice on it. And if it's just kind of that quintessential bourbon, it's really hard to beat like some of the legacy Kentucky quintessential bourbon. And so my advice would be not to do quintessential bourbon. Do the stuff that you like as a distiller, as a producer, and then, you know, find your audience with it. Now you want to make it kind of mainstream. You don't want to make it too niche because, you know, it's hard enough to find an audience. But that's just my advice. What do I know? I know nothing. Oh man, I went to ADI and I got a bunch of packets of yeast in here. And every time I walk by and look at these packets of yeast, it makes me want to go fire up a still and start making some shine. But I don't have a still that can be fired. None of my stills work on normal
Okie
electricity.
dokie.
Do what?
I'm ready.
Okay. She is ready. See what we got here. It's been a long day.
Yes, it has.
All right.
Oh, you got your hat on.
It's almost too small for my massive head.
Got your cowboy hat on.
Almost too
That
small.
reminds me today when I was driving to Dothan, there was this car that was being like really like ridiculous, and they were driving so fast and they were passing me, and like, okay, whatever, that's fine. Guess who got pulled over right up the road from that?
Instant karma, huh?
Yep, the Texas tag of it was a Suburban. And a Texas tag.
now what I
That's
do-
what your hat reminded me of.
Gotcha. When I do these, I like to try to guess which one's which. Now, I'm not doing that so I can rank it higher or lower than any of the other ones. I'm just testing my palate and my memory of what these taste like. So I will try to guess which one's which. I don't really care. I don't have any dog in this fight. Doesn't matter to me which one wins. But I do kind of remember what I think the Fiddler tastes like, what I think especially the Fiddler, the Penelope, and the Redwood. I've got a memory of what I think those taste like because they've got some defining characteristics to them, and it'd be fun to see if I could at least get those three.
Doug says, I'm so sorry you had to drive to Dothan. It was a good drive to Dothan. I got to see my grandbabies. So it was an awesome drive. It was worth it. I drove there and back all in one day.
All right, I'm gonna go through them. Then when I come back, I'll try to guess which one's which. Is that an Alabama? Now, listen, I know I'm wearing red, okay?
I know.
It was a shirt that I've never worn, and I was like, I need to wear this shirt today. I didn't think about streaming with it, though. I don't like to wear this color in public.
He knows I don't like him to wear red.
Just spun it all out.
Red is not our color. We don't like red.
I look like an Oklahoma fan with the hat, though. And we play Oklahoma this weekend.
Look at there.
Dang, I may have to go change. This is going to be difficult. This is going to be difficult.
Randy wants you to clarify if bottles will be sold by the distilleries at the festival. I keep hearing multiple conflicting takes on what can and cannot be sold there.
The distilleries cannot sell bottles, but we will have, here's the problem, is we have a license for one day. And if a bottle doesn't sell in that one day, we then own that bottle, right? There's nothing we can do with it. We can't sell it Sunday. We can't hold on to it. And so we're tiptoeing into that. We think we might have, some ideas for how to go bigger with that next year. We will have some stuff from Old Dominic, if everything goes as planned, available, but they will be very limited quantities of that Old Dominic because They were supposed to bottle it in 375s, but unfortunately couldn't get their labels approved. So there's very low yield. But there should be, so John Emerald will have a single malt, single barrel pick we did with him for sale inside his distillery. The merch tent should, and again, it's not 100% yet, but it should have the new Oak Valley cask strength for sale.
The merch tent?
It'll be at the merch tent, yeah. I mean, they got the point of sale, they can put it in the system, they can do the whole thing, right?
Dennis M. is trying to become my new best friend.
Mm.
He says, Jill, you're in your late 30s and you have grandbabies. I wish, Dennis, that I was in my late 30s. I am not. I am in my late something else.
You were many years ago.
I'm in my late other number.
This is going to be a difficult blind because all of these I consider good bottles. I think, and again, from memory, I would say 4 of them are, above the Penelope, but we're going to find out. Todd says, have you tried the Doc Holiday 10 and the fancy case? I'm assuming you're talking about with the pistol and all of that stuff. We tried that in the store. We bought it in that video. Wasn't a huge fan of it. I think that's the 10-year, what you're talking about. Let's see. Margaret with the super chat, no message. Appreciate the support there, Margaret. I have no idea which one's which first time through. No freaking clue.
Really?
No clue. There's one I think I pegged.
Okay.
There's one I was like, I think I might know that one. But first time through.
You don't know?
These are not bottles I've spent a lot of time with.
Yeah.
Not bottles I've spent a lot of time with. And this is first time through, I'm splitting hairs for the most part. So this ranking is going to be close and would probably go differently if I did it 5 times. Very nitpicking. What is it?
Nothing. I'm just anxiously awaiting your... This is for the
New hat fun, Lord fuzzy. Doesn't like I need one that fits, don't I? Here, we'll swap it up here.
Oh my goodness. Now, okay, he's getting a different one now.
I gotta go in here. I gotta get the one in the. I gotta get the one in the case in here.
Y'all made him self-conscious about his hat.
My head's gotten too big. That's what it is. That's what you should say.
Yeah.
That's the hate mail if you want to send that one. I did buy a really nice hat.
All this bourbon hunting's done went to your head, and now your head's too big for your hat. I like that one. We got that one in Key West.
Yes.
I do like that one. And it's got a sort of blue band around it, so you can kind of, sort of say Auburn-ish.
Ish. It's kind of Tar Heel-ish, though.
Okay.
Well,
it's closer to Auburn than the red shirt you have on.
Fair. I've got it, I bent it down there on the way in, and I think I got it a little crooked, but got a little work to do on it. It's all right. It's good. It's good enough. I messed it up a little.
Any plans to hunt NC? Hadn't you already hunted there?
North Carolina, we tried. They won't let us film. So we tried. We've hunted it. They just wouldn't let us put it on film.
Gotcha.
All right. So let's talk about these as I go through them. This first one, not knowing what it is. That's good bourbon. Nothing really jumps out at me. If I had to guess going back through, I'm not sure, but I'm going to say that's either the Southern or the Bardstown. But I don't know. I'm no confidence in that whatsoever. Michael says Milwaukee Central Standard is a must stop. Nice.
Milwaukee Central Standard.
This one is a little dusty and funky. That one has a lot more wheated funk on it. If I had to guess right now, I'm going to say that's probably the Penelope, and it's not as good as that one. A little lighter, which is why I think like it could be the Bardstown. I don't remember the Bardstown having that much funkiness on it, but it's also lighter, so that would be weird for the highest proof one.
Interesting thought process.
It just, no confidence. No confidence in these comments at all.
Just for fun.
See, this one has a little more funkiness on the nose too, coming back through it. And that one's light too. These are similar-ish.
Similar-ish.
But which one could this be?
You don't get stumped a lot on things. It's kind of interesting.
Well, I mean, these are all...
They're all probably very similar.
I picked them because I thought it would be difficult.
Yeah.
But the problem is like, which one do I like better out of, like these two, similar-ish, and I don't know for sure which one I like better.
Need some Ben Holiday.
Well, I want to, if I had 100 proof, I looked for it. I don't have a 100 proof one.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to put a cask strength in here. I'm going to do these and maybe take the top two in a future blind and put, 3 more in there with it. See, this one has a lot of vanilla. That one's a lot of vanilla on that. It's really nice. No real serious wheated funk. Like these are funky wheat. These are not. This one's light. Again, they're all lower proof, like low-ish proof, maybe outside of that Bardstown. First time through, I thought that was the Screaming Titan. Back through, I'm not 100% sure of that. But I like it. So it's, but again, it's like, which one do you like better? But we've got 2 tiers here. I'm not a huge fan of the funky wheat. I like it, I'm okay with it, but it's not my favorite. What are you laughing at? Jurassic Bourbon Hunter. I did make that joke when I was wearing this hat in Key West. Yeah, it's like, welcome to Jurassic Park. Need the Barbasol can and the staff with the...
You just put like a really rare bourbon in there instead of dinosaur eggs.
A little bitty Coy Hill inside of it.
Oh yeah, a little tiny Coy Hill.
We extracted the DNA.
We know how to make it now. I love how you're still using my system.
Won't take credit for everything, do
It is my system. I came up with that. That's my system. But I am willing to share it with you, babe.
It's a really good system.
Thank you.
Visually it probably doesn't play too well on camera, but it's a good system.
For you and like visually in front of you, it does.
Yeah. This is going to be difficult. I do feel like we've got some strati developing here. That's fancy. Stratus.
Strati.
Yeah, so there's... this one is probably the least flavorful out of the bunch. And I don't mean that in a negative way. This is more like just kind of... It doesn't have the real strong funkiness. It doesn't have any like really strong defining characteristics. It's just good whiskey. Like it's just good bourbon. But I've got to determine, like, do I like that better than the more strongly flavored but funky ones? So if I had to guess which one this one is, I'm changing some guesses now. Because I have which one's funky? The Penelope's funky. I don't remember if the Bardstown's funky. I don't remember the Southern or the Fiddler being funky. And it's been a long time since I've had that redwood. But I remember it having almost a medicinal note, which I picked up in none of these. So did the extra oak come with, this one comes with more vanilla. Is that the extra oak? This one had darker sweetness to it. That could be the extra oak. Lord knows. I'm randomly guessing.
Randomly guessing.
But also, I want to make this point, because I know there's somebody in the comments right now making fun of this whole bit here, but this is what's fun about blinds. And if you're not having fun drinking whiskey, you're not doing it right, right? There are no stakes here. I do not mind being wrong. I am trying very hard to be right just because I'm working on training my palate and trying to get better every day at it. But it's really, like if I'd have drank these last week, I'd have a better chance, but I didn't. I didn't test any of these ahead of time. And so it's a little harder challenge, which is what I wanted. So it's fun. It's fun. I like it more, just to be clear. I like it more when I struggle on these. If it's easy, then I didn't pick a hard enough blind.
Valid point.
Panama Jack. I'm Panama TJ. Oh, let's see. South Dakota in the house, sipping on some Crittenden's Toasted Pecan. Nice, we were drinking that this weekend. Ernest will be staying at True, and it looks like they have a pool table.
Ooh.
Sounds like a good time. And that was one of our room blocks. I'm sure there'll be a bottle share over there. Loser goes in the barrel. Probably not of this group, but I'll find something. We'll blind. We'll put it in the barrel.
Tonight?
Or we'll just try it. Tonight. We'll dump one bottle tonight.
Look at you.
But I've got to rank these, and this is becoming quite difficult. Is New Hampshire? Yes, we're going to be up there at some point. I don't know the exact schedule.
October. We will be there in October.
Yeah, sometime in October.
It won't be the first part of the trip. It'll be toward the middle of October.
That's good whiskey. It's just good whiskey. Nothing funky about it. Putting a label on it, I'm going to say that's the Southern Star. I'm going to lock that in the Southern Star. Now, this one right here is a lot of extra vanilla on that. Doesn't have the proof. It's not the Bardstown, I don't think. I don't know if the double oaked give it that extra vanilla. It could. But I just remember that redwood being like, and maybe I'm remembering the wrong redwood that had that medicinal note to it, and I'm not getting that medicinal note at all today. So I'm not sure. I'm going to say that's the ASW Fiddler. I'm going to say that's the Fiddler. But I have zero confidence in that. Zero confidence.
Adventures with VP says, take a mini break from bourbon hunting and come drink around the world at Epcot with me. Sounds like a plan to me.
Sounds like a plan to Jill. I mean, that's good whiskey. A little bit of funkiness to it. Ooh, okay. Was that the Dr. Pepper or was that drink?
I don't know.
I should have brought water.
Oh, here's some water. I got water. I got water.
Oh, God, that made it taste awful. Oh,
Okay.
that water messed my whole game up.
That's because you just need to stick to your Dr. Pepper Zero. It's your palate cleanser. John asks, is Nebraska ever included in any Midwest trips? Been to a lot of states around it, but never seen you here. We still have
We
Nebraska.
still got Nebraska and North Dakota to get over there.
We will
We've
be
driven
there
through.
at some point.
Yeah, we're going to try to get there. It's not going to happen by the end of this year, but
Probably
it will happen
not.
early next year.
Yeah.
You crunching ice because your iron's low? She's crunching ice because she likes to eat ice, man.
I just like to eat ice.
These are all wheated bourbons. So we've got Fiddler, Redwood Empire, Penelope, Southern Star, and Bardstown. And
I don't think my
see, I
iron's
almost
low.
think that.
Now you got me
I think
worried
that
if my
might be the
iron's low.
Redwood
I don't
Empire.
think it's low.
Is that was the Redwood Empire funky? It's been so long since I've tried it. Because I had a little sip there. It had that medicinal cherry note, and I don't know if that's the Dr. Pepper or the Redwood.
If it's low, it's been low my entire life. So.
Is that ice from the fridge?
Yeah.
Okay. She loves like Sonic ice, like the
I
little
love
nugget ice.
The nugget, yeah. I thought Chick-fil-A had that ice, but they didn't in Eufaula. They didn't give me that ice today.
That one gets better and better. God, this is so hard. I've got a different order every time I've gone through these.
You're like doing a Jill blind.
This might be the hardest blind I've ever done.
You're doing a Jill blind tonight.
Might be the hardest blind I've ever done.
I've never seen you take this long. It's definitely a Jill blind.
Because like right now, I'm changing. This was my least favorite one, second time through. And now, it's moving up, like the Jeffersons.
Moving on up.
God, this is going to be a shit show.
Mitchell's sipping on 107.
It's funky. It's a little bit nutty. Like it's just weird and interesting. And I didn't like it the first time through, and now I do.
Yes, D. Brewzle. Sonic Ice is the best.
Am I going to take it from my least favorite to my favorite? I don't know. I'm out of these. I've drank all the samples. I've drank all the samples. I declare bankruptcy on this whole blind.
Do you want to know?
This was a shit show, and I have zero confidence in my ranking because I'm pretty sure, like I've ranked them 3 times while I sat here and drank them, and it's been a different ranking every time. The last one is the green. I don't even have a guess for what it is. I don't even remember what I said.
Do you want to know what the green one is?
I mean, I thought it was the Redwood because it had that note, but like that was a weird note. I thought it was probably going to be the Penelope or the Bardstown first time through, but it didn't have the proof. Don't know. What is it?
It is Fiddler.
Which is crazy. Like they're all good. They're all good. That's what made this hard. Crazy that that's the lowest one. That's crazy to me. I'm nuts. The next one is that the blue or the black one? I can't tell.
The black one.
Are they both
Well,
black?
Yeah, I just think this one has
One's
writing.
got the DA, yeah. No writing.
It is, what do you think it is?
I said something I don't remember.
It's Redwood Empire.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. This is where it gets weird, to be honest. I can't even talk. Next one is the Redwood.
The Redwood.
That's one I thought was Southern, I think. Hell no, it might have been that one I thought was Southern.
It is in fact Bardstown.
Oh, wow. There's no... I knew I'd done it too. I knew I did it. This is funky, nutty. This is the one first time through I thought was the Penelope. It's the one I put first two times through. Third time through, it just sung to me. That's the Penelope, and this one is the Southern. Right? The Southern is the gold? Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm shocked.
This blind
Shocked.
is the reason y'all should just quit watching the channel, to be honest. Just quit listening. What do I know? I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing. This is a tough blind. Wheaters are tough because they're also all over the place. They're so all over the place.
That's a good suggestion.
What, quit drinking?
No.
Just quit doing blinds?
Oh, Beard Man, he was saying that Ocean State Liquors in Westerly, Rhode Island.
It's All Terrain's got it nailed here, okay? The hat is the problem. It's this hat. This is not a drinking hat, Jill. This is a lounging hat.
It is a
And I've been
lounging
lounging
hat.
on my responsibility to do this blind.
You definitely lounge.
If you would have told me that the Southern won this blind before we started, I'd have believed you. I was like, that makes sense. It bats like that. If you had told me the Penelope came in second, I'd have said you're a liar. I'd have said that's not the case.
Well, it came in first.
No, it came in second.
No.
I moved this one to first. Yeah. I moved. It was first, and then I swapped them there the last time through. You handed them to me different, but this one was in first. This is the order.
You put this one up before you put this one up.
Well, I mean, I asked you for that one first, but that's because I only was down to 2, and I asked you what the gold was. That was the winner. This is the order I chose them in.
Okay.
I had the gold out further. Now, first 2 times through, this was in the top, and then that one just moved forward. Who knows? The great thing about blinds, though, is that your palate's different every day. And I'll do this. I could do this blind again. Like, I could literally have Jill re-pour this blind, come in here, and it would be a completely random different order, because all of these are really good whiskeys. And I'm shocked that one is at the end, because I really like this bottle. So, all right, let's swap. We gotta move.
He's
this
like,
hat.
I'm done with
We gotta
this
get rid of this
hat.
hat. We gotta get rid of this hat. All right, we need to do a dump into the infinity barrel. That's what we need to do.
Okay, can you just
Right.
do like a very, like a 3?
It's fine. It's fine.
Not like a 5 or 10 or 15?
No, we're gonna do 2. We're gonna find 2.
2. That's
We'll
good.
find 2.
Two
If you
is
want to
good.
clear that off right there while I find 2. Do I have 2 of the same pick? The exact same thing. We can try 2 of, and we can dump 1. What do I have that fits that bill?
What do I
This
have
is difficult because I don't, what do I have?
that you...
Ooh, okay. Ooh. Is he still in here?
Who?
Matt's still in here.
Matt.
Matt's still in here. I'm not going to do it. I won't do that to you, Matt. I got 2 Old Glories over here, but see, I've got like that older Old Glory, and I don't need the bondeds. Do we dump one of the... I'm not going to do it to you. I'm not going to do it to you. What is this?
He's not
Ooh,
going to do
look
it. Whatever it is, he ain't doing it.
Look at here. We got 2 old elk picks.
Look at there.
Old elk picks.
Old elk it is. Old elk it is.
Two old elk picks. 2 fresh Glencairns. Matt says bring it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it to you, Matt. I was going to keep the older stuff and dump one of the bondeds, but it's good to have those. So Jill's going to blind those for us real quick, right quick. Now again, when I come in here, y'all got to understand, there's stuff piled up, it's a mess. Let me see if I can get this bung opened over here while we're doing that. Make sure this thing's not too hammered in right here. Oh no, got it. Easy peasy. This barrel is more than half full. We have dumped a lot of bottles off camera, just going through stuff, and there's a lot of these bottles we get, and we don't want to embarrass them. We don't want to, imply that it's not good whiskey. It's kind of like that blind. Everything in that blind was really good, and I could try that blind 100 times and get 100 different results. I know, I don't know if that's mathematically possible with 5 bottles, but you know what I'm saying. And we try a lot of bottles and it's like, this is good, but it's not like something we're going to go back to. It doesn't stand out enough. And so we'll dump those. Right now, Now, I did dump 5 or 6 bottles today. Before I dump those, this Infinity barrel is actually really good, better than most of what we put in there. Now, we also put a lot of barrel pick samples and things in there. And we've had some 750 milliliter bottles people have sent us of like samples of barrels. And so we've put a lot of really good whiskey in there, but it's like we've picked this barrel. There's no need to have this sample, or we picked one and we had 6 750 milliliter barrel samples and we dumped them in there. So there's been a lot of really good whiskey put in there, but it's still surprising how good this Infinity barrel was. You done, babe?
We're ready.
Okay. Well, I was just in there rambling then.
And I said we were ready, but you didn't hear me.
I did not hear you. I'm sorry, I was talking.
It's okay. Michael Kennay said dump the Kennay Farms. No, I like that one.
No, that one's good.
That's the one I liked.
Though, like, honestly, out of the ones there, the Oppidan would probably be the one I would dump, and it's not because it's bad. If it's bad, I don't want to put it in my Infinity barrel.
Right.
It's just like, it's good, but it doesn't stand out enough for me to go back and grab it off of this selection. But it's good whiskey. They smell identical.
Do they?
They smell identical, almost. Like a little bit different, like it's very subtle. They smell like, no, go back to it. Overripe banana. Like just overripe banana for days.
Like you have a banana that's almost rotten.
Yeah. You just, that banana, it's kind of like glazed now, you know? It's like dark and squishy almost, you know, and you peel it and it looks like it's just been like
I don't think
squished.
they smell the same.
It's overripe bananas, the overwhelming dominant note on them.
This
for
one
me.
smells better.
It's got that one's got a little more going on,
Yeah.
but it's almost the same. Oh God, the red tide. Lord, I'll never wear this shirt again.
Oh, I told you.
But it's still very similar to me. This one's just overripe banana. This one's overripe banana with a little bit of kind of graham cracker.
That is such...
It is just overripe banana. Do what?
I was just reading a question.
Okay. Is it a good question or a bad question?
I mean, I think it's a good question,
Well,
but I don't know if you know the answer to it.
It's not bananas Foster, it's just bananas. What's the question?
Bare necessities. How does TJ suggest to autistic bourbon hunters when so much of hunting bourbon depends on relationships? That's a tough question. It's a good question, though.
It's a good, thank you for that question. I think the best bet is to try to communicate as best you can. You know, most people are understanding. Bourbon hunting in particular, there's a few things that make us successful at bourbon hunting. And I know a lot of people think it's just, we have a big YouTube channel and that makes us successful. Like these stores just roll out the red carpet when they see us come in. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but it happens less than you think. The thing that makes us successful as bourbon hunters, it's a few things. One, like what people don't realize is the videos that are coming out now was a road trip over a couple of weeks where I filmed quite a few videos. I went to over 90 stores, right? So it's just sheer numbers.
Yeah.
So volume matters, right? Just walking into stores. Also knowing how to talk to people and if you know you're autistic and you know communicating with folks is not something that you really enjoy doing, that does diminish that some, and so you might not have as much success at those stores. But the also is like my goal is to have a conversation, get their recommendations, but we also buy their recommendations. If someone talks to me on camera and gives me a recommendation of a bottle, I almost always buy that bottle unless I already have it. And so my willingness to spend money on stuff that's not allocated helps open up the opportunity to get stuff that's allocated. And so you'll see a lot of these, because we don't tell, and it's happened, they found out, but 99% of the time, these stores don't know we're coming. We just walk in. Sometimes you get recognized, but not as much as you would think. And you walk in there, you have a good conversation, which is what we're trying to do. Again, that might not work for you. But two, I'm spending money. I'm gonna buy Oppidan and Kennay Farms and Southern Distilling and Old Elk and these different things that are not super highly allocated. And then, you just have to ask the question about how they handle allocated products and then be respectful of that, right? If they're, hey, we drop them on the shelf and locals get them, or I just hold them for locals, if I see an opening, I might say, well, do we have an opportunity to get those? But if they're like, no, cool. Or if they don't offer, cool, like not a big deal, right? I know there's great whiskey everywhere, and there's a lot of great bottles of whiskey on the shelf. And my goal is like the third goal I have when bourbon hunting is allocated products. That's third on the list. And the only reason I really care about those most of the time, sometimes it's because I don't have them and I really want them. But oftentimes it's because that makes the thumbnail and more people watch the videos, and that introduces us to new people, and that helps more people get into this hobby in the community. But realistically, that's my third goal, right?
There's some really good suggestions in the chat.
Yeah, local groups, small settings.
Small settings.
Exactly. So the one that had more going on, I don't like the things that have going on. Right, it's overripe banana, a little harshness, a little sweetness. This one, just overripe banana. I think I like the simpler one. I think the other one competes. It's just muddies the water. I think I like the simpler one. So I'm going to go with the no label one.
The no label.
And then the muddy, the other one is good, but it's overripe banana and,
The
weirdness.
labeled one is Spring and Dean.
Spring and Dean. What's the other one?
Spillway.
Ooh, the Spillway pick one.
Spillway
Nice.
and wine and
All right, let me see. I got my phone
Spirits.
here.
And when he goes in there, y'all just have to understand, we're in festival mode, and so house is a little messy.
It's not a little messy.
It's a lot
It's
messy.
freaking messy.
Gigi had to go see her babies today.
Gigi.
So tomorrow I'll clean it. Today was my baby day.
All right, let's see if I've still got this camera set up so we can actually watch this nonsense. I don't see it. Oh, is it?
Oh, is that it?
That's not it. That's a zoom in. Where's the... Might not be able to do this.
Oh, no.
Here it is right here. Why is that not working?
I don't know.
It might not have been outputting. It looks like the app's updated, and it is completely freaking different. It is completely different, and it might not be a thing we can freaking figure out. I can't see the ad. See if I can add this camera back, because apparently what we're doing here has completely changed.
J-Rock said, where's the glasses? He has them, and he's so cute in them.
No, the thing is, it's not that I can't see here, it's just that it's behind another screen, and here I might could need them, but over there I can see. I'm trying to add a camera, but I don't know. All right, add input. Let's do, so what we use here is camera, NDI. Like I don't know how to add it. I don't know if I can show y'all this, because my app on my phone updated and now the camera's not working.
Well,
This might be a problem.
stay tuned.
I'm gonna take 1 second here to see if I can figure it out.
Stay
Seems
tuned.
to be outputting, but it's not like, what we had set up before wasn't working, so.
Michael Kennay says that William
Here we go.
LaRue Weller is his unicorn.
William LaRue?
Yep. I can see
That
why.
makes sense.
I could see why.
Hey, look at there.
Look at him.
Bam. Oh, we got to turn that audio off, sorry. Bop, 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 boom, bop, bam.
We don't need to see Jill. That is too close. Thomas Jamerson.
It's blurry now. Why are you not in focus?
I don't know. Stop. Don't focus on me.
Old Elk right here. Yeah, see, look what she's talking about, right? Look at all this mess. Look, there's stuff over there on the bar. We're taking photos of bottles. But here is the barrel. Now this barrel, I got a new Whiskey Thief here. This is a little Whiskey Thief. This is the Versaris Whiskey Thief here. But I think even the short one will reach. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can hear that. This one reaches liquid, which means we got a lot of liquid in here. That's what that means. All right, now what I'm gonna do is thief out a sample back into this. Now this will give you an idea. So when you're using a Whiskey Thief, it's basically a straw. So you have to throw it in there, and it takes it a second to fill up because it has to like push out air as it's doing that. So you then hold this, and this will give you an idea of how much actual like liquid this thing is seeing based on how much liquid it puts in this bottle. But this barrel is more than half full for sure, because this just reaches a little bit past halfway. Now, we're gonna take this one back and we're gonna see what that whiskey right there tastes like. Pay no attention to this mess. Y'all like buzz balls?
Dennis M. I cannot believe somebody get his glasses. He can't see anything without his glasses.
My glasses are they're right.
But that's a reference to My Girl, Thomas J. That's the saddest movie in the entire
Nobody know nothing
world.
by that.
I love that movie.
Talking about, you talking about Macaulay Culkin?
Yes.
Wow.
He can't see without his glasses. That is so sad.
All right, let's try this infinity barrel. See what's up. That's an average length. Now this was really good, but like I said, I've dumped 5 or 6. What is it?
Matt Carter said, I think you should add one more bar.
One more bar. Well, so we started that bar, and that bar was designed, like that's where we filmed. If you saw the early TikToks or when we started YouTube, that's where we started filming. The problem is we got that big window and we had to put up sound blankets, and like you come down the steps and you couldn't even come this way because there's wires and everything going on. It was a disaster. And I every time we'd have people over, I'd have to break it down and move it out of the way. Like it was a whole problem. And so we rebuilt this room so it was at least out of here. The goal long term, I'm hoping sometime next year, if things work out, we can move this out of here, out of the house. And then I don't know what I'll do with this room, but that bar will be for entertaining here at the house. That's the hope. This bar is not supposed to be for entertaining. This is supposed to be for content. But what happens is everybody ends up, instead of going in there and sitting down comfortably, everybody comes in here and just stands around.
I don't know why. Why?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
No clue.
Why would they possibly want to come in here? I have no clue.
It's different than it was. Still pretty good. I don't know if it's better than it was. I would say probably not, but still really good. Making the studio
really
is
good
overwhelming.
nose.
Yeah.
On the nose.
Well, we're hoping it's a little more mainstream, like quintessential Kentucky bourbon right now, than it was before we added those 7 or 8 bottles we've added now. If that's a mess, it's a neat freak. No, it's just like we try to keep it clean. We're not good at it.
really good.
It's still really good whiskey. It's just not as unique as it was. Now it's amazing how you've got half a barrel, and then you add a few bottles, and it completely changes it.
I don't really love the finish.
Okay.
I love the nose. I love like mid palate. I love all that, but the finish is a little harsh for me.
We're gonna figure out what we do with this when it's full.
I wonder what the proof on that is. I'd say 118, 116, 118, something like that.
I'd say that's probably a little high, but not
You
much.
think? I don't know. It's got a burn.
110 to 114 would be my guess. But yeah, I mean, you might be right. My palate's been completely a mess today, so who knows?
Interesting.
We'll figure out what to do with it. And at some point, we'll have something to test the proof. This barrel may be full, and we may do something with it before then. But that'll probably get sampled out to somebody. Like, we can't do anything with it. Like, we can't sell it, which we don't want to do. But the goal is to get that full and then pull a bunch of bottles. I would love to have folks, if we can move this studio out of here, the hope was that we could do this live show in front of a live studio audience. We could have patrons or supporters or whoever here for the stream.
In front of a live studio audience.
And then they could just pull a bottle out and take it with them. Right? That kind of thing.
Interesting.
All right. I said I wasn't going as long.
And
I am 4 minutes short. We have gone as long. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. I'm jumping over. Give me a few minutes, run to the restroom. I don't think I got another DPC.
Everybody that's coming on Saturday, have a very safe trip here.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. If you don't have tickets, grab some. Just Brewzle Fest, just Google that. Tickets are still available. It's going to be a fun time this Saturday. For those that are already planning on making the trek in, appreciate it. Thank y'all for the support. We're going to have a blast. There's a lot of fun things planned. Everything seems to be going to plan thus far. So far this week, it is just Monday though. I'm sure that'll change. I'm sure it'll be a hectic week for us. But by Saturday, it'll look like we know what we're doing.
Yes.
So appreciate y'all watching this live stream. Again, it's probably the last live stream until at least late November, maybe December. We are on the road the whole time. There might be an exception. We might be able to squeeze one in early November. I don't know for sure, but unfortunately, that is the life we're living right now. We're going to be on the road a whole bunch the next couple of months. So appreciate y'all watching. See y'all in the next one.